Hello, my name is Blake, and just 2 weeks ago, I started my education in education, specifically a master's degree in online curriculum and instruction, which is pretty fitting for the times, right? So, this is the first episode in a vlog series tracking and, more importantly, discussing my progress through this program. I have two goals on this. One is personal, to create like a portfolio that I can look back on 2 or 3 years from now, because we all know how easy it is to forget all that stuff they taught us the moment we grab that diploma, skate out of there. Number two is to enable and hopefully inspire any future educators that might be curious about the 21st century school system and maybe what pursuing an education in education might look like. Trust me, I never thought I was going to be a teacher back in high school or even college. I studied freaking engineering. But regardless of your experience in school, for better or for worse, I think you're going to see that the philosophies of the school system are changing for the better, and our generation is here to blaze that trail. So let's talk education. My first class, EDCI 514, mentoring new teachers, the perfect class to start this program off and a great topic for a jump off point for this video series. So we had two assignments to begin the course. One was a study in leadership following Ernest Shackleton's Antarctic adventure. It's a heroic story from the early 1900s of Ernest Shackleton and his crew adventuring into the Antarctic Sea only to get their boat locked up in ice for months and survive. Every single person survived, feeding off seal blubber and traversing icy oceans in rescue boats and crossing Elephant Island by foot. I mean, if you're interested in this type of stuff, if you've been like binging the show Alone on Netflix, or maybe used to be like a Bear Grylls fanboy, I don't know, I suggest reading the book Endurance. There was a moral to this story as it relates to teaching. I mean, Shackleton was a leader of all leaders. And what it comes down to is if you're in a leadership role, don't give examples, be an example. Don't talk about it, be about it. In Shackleton's case, when you're locked up month 3 and your crew is down, sad, doesn't have a lot of hope, and no one around you is dancing, start dancing. Gave me a little bit of confidence to start this video series. I don't think many things like this exist, but again, don't work off what is known, work off what you know is right. You know why I love stories like this? Because I freaking love human beings. We are powerful. We are capable of crazy things. Yes, physically, but it's this machine up here that's truly freaking magical. That's why I'm a teacher. That's why I love education, and that's what brings us to our next assignment, an awesome one. The one value or attribute we would most wish to instill into new teachers beginning their career in education. My classmates offered some really great points in terms of having confidence or good communication with your staff or having professional boundaries. For me, the one most important thing you can do as a teacher to foster a safe classroom environment where students want to be there and they want to learn, they want to make you proud, is to honor the beauty of the human brain and recognize students, first and foremost, as human beings. Forget that dichotomy that separates students from staff, aka kids from adults. I mean, we've all heard it before. The purpose of school is to teach kids how to be grown-ups, and that is absolute BS. The last school I worked at, I was 22 years old, and half of my students had 10 times the life experience I did. Teaching 18-year-olds who immigrated from Mexico alone, working full-time jobs to support their family. I was teaching moms who had kids. I was just working my first full-time job. I wasn't the adult in the situation, yet I got called out for surely being a blessing for these lost kiddos. I don't care if you're 7 years old. You have got a powerful system of billions of neurons up here, and your opinions and perspectives don't deserve to be called cute just because you wanted to join the adult conversation. In a safe classroom, every human being is invited to join the conversation, and everyone's opinion matters as much as everyone else's, teacher included. In short, don't manage your classroom, build a classroom community. Don't give grades, give feedback. Don't tell students to do things, inspire them to do things. If you leave that power complex at the door, you will see just how powerful kids can be. And if all of this stuff is inspiring and sounds obvious, well, you should be a teacher. Does this make you think a little bit? Did your school system maybe not value your opinion? Did your teachers just give assignments instead of asking you what you wanted to learn? Do you have one piece of advice for your past teachers? Well, Tune in next video. Let's continue this conversation on how we can build a more equitable and enabling school system of the future. And until then, keep human being the universe.